Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm building a house with the 3 words that I spun randomly on this word generator. And the 3 words, as you saw, were celebration, fantasy, and heat. And the prompt heat gave me the idea to use the really weird carpet that we have in the base game. The one that has the one swatch of it looks a little bit like lava, so I thought that would be a really cool thing to use for the prompt that I had with heat. So this is the carpet that I was referring to, and I decided that the shape of the build would also be determined by that carpet, because in that carpet there are like different shapes of like the dark black color. And I thought I would use that one bit to determine the houses that I build, or the structures that I build for this build. Yeah. And as you can see, I did the shell already. I also colored everything outside, and now I'm doing the toilet area. And for the prompt celebration, I decided to make it into like a nightclub area. And I also knew that I would use the presents that come with the free holiday stuff pack, because that made the most sense with like the prompt of celebration. And yeah, that's why I decided to use that. I don't often use the holiday stuff pack because it's very specific for like celebrations or the holidays, but in this case it does make sense because I did have the prompt celebration. And here you can see me just fulfilling all the requirements of the nightclub lot, and now I'm putting down those, well, shelves with the bottles on them behind the bar. And the front bit of the build I made into like a lounge area, and I decided that the color scheme would be that like reddish, orange, black and white, just because I thought white would be a good complemental color for it, and I also already had used it in the bathroom, so that's why I decided it would be fine to include that as well. And the fantasy bit I did mainly with the lights. As you can see, I used those outdoor lights that look a little bit like flowers, so I thought that would be a good addition. I also put lights on the table, and I think they also look a little bit like a fantasy because they look a little bit like because they are so round, they just remind me of like fantasy. I'm not sure why, but that's the case. I also put down some other decoration just to fill everything up. And the books are also a nod to the fantasy prompt because they look like some kind of antique books, and I thought that would be a nice touch. And here you can see me putting down all those presents. And I decided, because the color scheme was like red, white and black, to use like the red swatch and the neutral swatch. And another nod to the fantasy theme was all the gnomes. I used every single one of them, I think, and I just put them down wherever I thought would be a good idea. And I put 3 of them in front as like the entrance gnomes or something like that, and I put those down. Then I exchanged the mirrors for the bathroom because of the fantasy theme, and I also used the butterflies for the fantasy theme, and those like wall decals, the like trees and the bunnies, just because I thought that would fit with the theme again. Because I think the heat was already covered with like the weird lava floor, and the celebration is also covered with the presents at the nightclub and like the bits on the wall. So I thought that was of course covered, but the fantasy I struggled with a little bit more, so I decided to make like several attempts at it with the decoration. And I then put some more lights down, and I also landscaped the lot, and I made sure that the trees wouldn't cover the shape of the build, because I wanted it to be still visible that that was the idea behind the shape. The floor, yeah, was the idea behind it. Then I put some half walls in that area, so you can only go inside the lot from the entrance area that I designated. And I also knew that I needed something for the front, and I decided to just use some more wall decals to fill that. And then I did some finishing touches, especially the wall lights, because I remembered that we had them and I wanted to use them, so it looks a little bit more fairy-like. And then I was finished. Now you can see some screenshots of the build. I hope you like it. You can download it from the gallery. My ID is TGGSims, same as my YouTube channel name. I also hope that you liked the video and will consider pressing the thumbs up button and subscribing. Thanks very much for watching and have a great week. Bye!